it's not a Dynamite download episode if we don't touch base on Britt Baker real quick. Even it was a quick promo. We talk about maximizing her minutes. Once again, she's going to make the Big D Dallas be the Big DMD. She threw some low blows across the pond, about the blood money and how she's going to be sending back Nyla Rose back to obscurity. And so it was an effective promo, and it made sense to tie it into Vicky Guerrero coming out with Andrade next, and just get us hyped up. What did you think of this promo? I know it's always great. It was so great that the waiting room is back on Dark. It's a segment that I think should be incorporated with Dynamite as well down the line. But I like how it's on Dark, so it's just kind of like free, and there's no restrictions or no picture-in-picture. We don't want to get a picture-in-picture in a women's segment because we usually always do, sadly. And so I'm always for, love the waiting room and love when Britt's on TV because she's so smooth. You talk about back-to-back top heel moments, MJF and DMD, which we continue in crossing our fingers. She's not going to get the homecoming babyface pop when she faces Nyla.
Oh, she will. She will.
I know.
She's going to send Nyla with her tail between her legs, and she's going to have her running off. This is going to be this was after Britt took that beating, got that savage power bomb through the table. It was just absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
And her assistant Rebel got injured. It's easy to wonder what's going to happen to the DMD. Is going to shake her confidence, but in typical Britt Baker fashion, she came back and was that much more fired up this week. That I felt like tonight's promo absolutely hit it. Britt always has a way in her promos, man. She always has a line or two that always just hits on another level. I mean, I talk just that Saudi line. You heard people in the arena she just always has a way of going for the jugular, hitting hard, very, very reflective of why DMD is where she is now, knows how to navigate bad situations and turn them into positives for herself. I think that there was also some seeds being planted here with some discord between Britt and Rebel. With Britt continuing to make comments about how, my assistant. You could tell
makeup.
You could tell Rebel was kind of getting, even had moments where she was kind of doing some stuff behind the DMD while Britt was talking, and her expressions. I'm wondering if Rebel is going to start this whole thing is going to wear thin on Britt. And again, we talk about heel, face turns for DMD. You never know. Rebel could end up turning against her. You'd never know what can happen. I hope that doesn't go. I mean, we'll see. I do think that I think AEW did a nice job of leaning into what works with the DMD segments. And again, with Nyla, her presence, that speaks for itself. So they allowed Britt to kind of come out, hit a good promo, go after Nyla, lay down the gauntlet basically, and make it clear she's not backing down from the native beast. And that's exactly what we needed to see. We needed to see Britt, especially after the last week's show, being left laying, seeing Rebel getting taken out by medical crew. There was a lot of concern about where the DMD is going to be at, especially fresh off the heels of winning this title. You start to see chinks in the armor this soon. The DMD did a lot to try to remind the fans that there are no chinks in the armor. She's just fine, and she is every intention on putting Nyla Rose to the back of the line. So I thought this was a home run segment. Again, it delivered just like you said, back-to-back heels, cutting incredible promos. Really impressed by how Britt Baker navigated a tough situation, and has me wondering what she's going to do when we get to Dallas.